You see, if you cannot inhale enough oxygen, what is going to happen? The toxins will be built in your body and will create many, many problems. You can never think properly. Your thinking will be always clouded. This is one of the reasons that many people cannot concentrate and think well. Therefore, any method which does not include pranayama system is considered to be incomplete. Now, Buddhist school of meditation, which is totally based on, philosophy is based on meditation, knows and understands only something up to pranic level, nothing beyond that. Beyond that, they say, those who have studied Buddhism will understand, no mind theory. I don't have mind, so I don't have to control my mind. I don't have to have conscious control over my mind. But this theory is not going to help. I still think. And my thing disturbs, whether I have mind or not, my thinking disturbs, and that affects on my nervous system and body. If I constantly become negative and threatened and frightened, it will wreck my nervous system and I will have some serious problem and it will be projected on my body. Therefore, it is important for us to know more about ourselves, not only up to breath. Zen, Zazen talk only up to breath, not beyond that. All the exercises are borrowed from the yoga system. When I was at Detroit, I visited this country, and many speakers were talking. So they thought he's a poor Indian and especially from Himalaya, very primitive man. So they gave me the last day. I waited for the days. It was Sunday. I said, these people, I attended everyone's lecture. Everybody was talking something over it, nothing practical, all nonsense. So there was one person, he was SRF teacher. I knew Paramahansa Yoganandaji personally, in my personal life. We knew each other, we loved each other. He knew my guru, I knew his tradition. It is very close. So I thought, let me hear what this person speaks. He talked about what medicine will do. He gave appetizer, but he never served the food. Finally. So one day earlier, I appeared in Channel 7, educational system. I did not condemn anybody, but I said, a yogi should have control, and if he does not have control, he cannot meditate. And there were doctors and all that, the monitoring all the whole country saw it, Manager Foundation saw it, and then they approached me. Next day, the seats were only 2,500, and they sold 5,000 seats because they wanted to earn money. And the organization packed up with the money and went away. Sold 5,000. Poor speaker was left. And they broke the windows and doors and everything because there were only 2,500 seats. But in a way it helped me. People said, no, we will have his lecture in a bigger hall. So next day bigger hall was arranged and I spoke. The subject matter was given to me was karma and reincarnation, which is not the subject matter here now. So one benefit you get by regulating these two, inhalation and exhalation, you are free from the toxins that you build in your body. You see, if you retain toxins for some time and do not know how to, it is exactly like that. Please eat and don't go to bathroom for some time, not on time. How uneasy it is for you. You can understand how injurious it could be. Exactly like that. Therefore, as you eat food, go to bathroom, so is the case, you should do one exercise. That exercise should be inhalation and exhalation. Equal inhalation and equal exhalation. Now, if you count it, please look towards me. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is only for you to understand, but not to practice that way. Because if you do 1, there will be jerk in the breath. If you do 2, there will be second jerk. If you do 3, during practice you don't do that. What do? You have points in your body, which are called chakras. Here, in this, you make this point. Now, breath follows mind and mind follows breath. Here you are doing breathing exercise. If you pay attention towards the breath will be conscious of the mind's presence and mind will be conscious of the breath's presence. And this is twin laws of life. So exhale as though you are exhaling to the... and then inhale without anything. This exercise is very good. Very good exercise. How to keep... this is... you are doing breathing, but there is another point that is involved with it, with your mind, thinking process. You should give something to your mind, otherwise mind will think, breathe, and you are thinking this way. No. You can use a sound which does not disturb your breath. Shall I tell you something? You will be shocked. If you do japa and if you do bad mantra japa, you can have heart attack. If you do not know right way of doing your japa, your breath can become shallow and that will disturb the motion of your lung, that will disturb your pumping station, and one day you will have heart attack. Is God's name meant to give you heart attack? No. Therefore, spiritual practices, there is a word in English, it's a beautiful word, many of you will not know. Gnosis. Do you know how to spell it? What? What do you mean by that? Knowledge of spiritual mysteries. That subject which is not devoted to Mr. or to Miss, but to mystery, that is called gnosis. You understand? How breath behaves is a very interesting subject. Mind becomes very subtle if you systematically meditate. You jump, immediately start. No need of doing it. In first stage, posture, how to sit still. Doesn't matter how many months it takes, not more than 2-3 months. Don't do anything, just know how to sit still. Body will rebel because you are trying to train the body, which is like a child, untrained child. Many gestures body will create. They are not Kundalini gestures. Don't listen to that. Don't use drugs. But drugation is different from meditation. Drugation will injure the finest nerve channel, pranic channel, but meditation will allow it to flow properly. Many of you think that you will have experience, you will have some unusual, you can have some unusual experience. I can give you unusual experience. Come to the roof and I'll push you from there. Just like drug. Take pills and you will have that type of experience. But it's not healthy, it's not injurious. What will happen to you there, after that, you know that. In meditation, don't use drug and then do meditation.